I'm Andrea Doyle, author, presenter, workplace mediator and conflict manager. In this post I'm talking about my ideal workplace and how you can turn your workplace into your employee's ideal workplace in 6 steps. I recently took the opportunity to reflect on my career, to consider where has my ideal workplace been. I was quite fortunate when I realised that I'd enjoyed all of my work experiences. But what do you do if you're reviewing your current workplace and for some of your employees it's not their ideal workplace? Well, I'll show you how to turn that around. Now, if your workplace had a turnover of 90% over a 3-year period, that's the same as saying in a giant flag above the business, there's something wrong here. But it seemed no one took notice. I've changed careers. I've started my own business. I've worked across 10 industries in rural, regional and urban Australia. I've worked overseas and I've gained tertiary qualifications and I've worked with fantastic, passionate colleagues. In amongst all of this, there is one workplace I would never go to again. Ever. Although when I consider it, there's one person, one manager, one leader I would never work for again. Ever. Mark, as we'll call him, had worked his way up to the CEO's position, and kudos to him. But one of the aspects of Mark's character that I did not like was his overt favouring of some staff. If you were in the in crowd, you were listened to, your ideas were supported, and you could go ahead, you could create, you could fly in that organisation. If you weren't in the in crowd, none of the above happened to you. And that's why, over a 3-year period, there was a 90% staff turnover. As a conflict manager, I often hear people say that they enjoy the work that they're doing. But there's usually at least one of their colleagues that brings them sleepless nights, stress, or drives them to want to leave their job. A key element to creating successful outcomes when managing conflict is to ensure the people involved have a shared understanding of respect for people. Now, if you're the CEO, a team manager, a team leader, or a supervisor, it doesn't matter what your title is. You have the opportunity to develop a workplace culture that you enjoy going to and that you want other people to enjoy going to. A workplace where your team members say to their friends and family, I want to go to work today. I have found my ideal workplace and I want to go there. Now, if there are some practices happening in your workplace, you're the person who can affect that change. And here are the 6 steps in how you can do that. Number 1, ask your team members, how can the workplace be better? Number 2, listen. Number 3, ask them how these ideas could be implemented. Number 4, listen. Number 5, ask them if they'd like to take on the role to introduce these ideas. Number 6, get out of the way and let them do it. So my 6-step methodology for improving workplace culture so your staff will want to come to their ideal workplace is simply ask, listen, ask, get out of the way, let them do it. I didn't realise the impact that this methodology had until I was leaving one of the teams that I had been managing for a few months. The confidence of this team, of the individuals within it, and the pride they took in their initiatives saw the workplace culture soar. Don't get me wrong, we still had issues with IT, we had processes that needed to be updated. But what we did now have was a team of people who were interested in having input. There was a growing confidence and willingness for them to share their ideas, listen to each other's ideas, and feel part of the successful solutions we implemented. And that's how I define my ideal workplace. If you have great employees and you want their leaders to lead them better, then follow this 6-step methodology. Thanks very much for watching. I'm Andrea Doyle, author, presenter, workplace mediator and conflict manager. Bye for now.